Welcome back, people. It's the King of Salvage and I'm back in the yard, as you can probably tell. This is Ace Car Breaks, didn't know the name, and I'm bringing you a brand new series called A Day in the Yard. And basically what you're going to be doing is following me around for one day a week and just seeing what I get up to. I'm going to show you more insights into the business, more insights into the yard, all of the machines, all of the lorries. I'm going to take you to all of the auction sites. I'm going to show you buying cars. Honestly, the possibilities are endless and we're going to have so much fun along the way. So guys, hit that subscribe button. Let's get going and follow me on this big journey we've got coming this year. After this video, I'm going to be live in the comments for 30 minutes, answering all of your questions you've got. So if you've got any questions, make sure you're on there straight away, getting in the comments. I need a bit of help, guys. So what I'm going to do for the channel, to kick this series off, I'm going to start big. I'm going to get a project, a rebuild project. I don't know what it's going to be. A motorbike, a car, a Jeep, a buggy, a quad. You tell me what you want to see. And I'm going to get it in the yard and I'm going to race it in the yard in about 2 months' time. Hit the comments now and tell me what you think we should do. I'm thinking like a dune buggy, like a buggy type thing, so I can drift around the corners, handbrake turns, that type of stuff. So let me know what you guys think, because we could come up with some mad project and then maybe one of you guys can come down to the yard and race it with me. So yeah, let's see how it goes. Anyway, let's get cracking with today in the scrapyard, the first episode of the series, and see what we get up to. So today's plan is I've got to take that taxi engine that I've said I'm going to do for about 3 weeks down to Asheville, and I've also got a steering wheel for him. Got to do the auction this afternoon, so you probably won't see me for a couple of hours. Then we're going to be back out in the yard. I'm going to show you the picker machine, which was broken last week, and how we extract the wire and the bumper bars from cars. And I'm also going to try and catch Tony, the 10-car transporter driver, and show you how we unload the transporter, and I'll show you how the controls work. So guys, let's get going with today's video and get that taxi engine loaded on my truck. Because I don't think the taxi engine's going to fit on my truck, so I'm going to have to use the big old van, so we'll have to see. Let's get going. So just as I'm standing here, you haven't actually seen this part of the yard. This is where we stack all the cars ready to sort, sell, export, whatever. So literally give a little 360 now, cameraman. I'm also going to show you a more in-depth review of this area at a later date, so yeah, thought I'd give you a little sneak peek now. So I've just come inside the engine shed to have a little look at the engine, get it on the pallet and get it ratcheted up, ready to put on the back of the van or the truck, whatever I use. And I've been surprised. It seems there's been a little bird in here, a little naughty little bird who's been pooing on all of the engines and seems to have taken a liking for Daniel's taxi engine. So sorry, Daniel, about this. You might not see this because it's only going to be in my video, because I will get it cleaned off for you, but look at that. Look, none of the engines around here have got anything on except the one I want to take. I reckon it's the same bird that pooed on the taxi. Anyway, I'll get the truck and we'll get it loaded. So if we try and load it on the pallet, it's actually too big. The engine measures about 1.7 metres and the back of my truck is 1.5. So we've looked at it diagonally and I think they're roughly the same length. So we're going to try and load it in just with a ratchet, just drop it in. So guys, got the ratchet strap on, it's in better days, but it'll do the job. Just gone through here, tightened it here. That ain't moving anywhere. So let's get going and let's get to Asheville. I'm gonna have to pop into Sainsbury's on the way and pick up a new SIM card, because all of my SIM cards are literally full, so I'm deleting videos as I'm recording, which is not ideal. Yes guys, so I'm just on the way to Asheville's, got my bacon and egg sandwich, as you do. I didn't actually clean the taxi engine off for him, but I noticed that it was raining, so I just thought I'd utilise my time a bit better and let the rain wash it off the back. So if it's still on there when we get there, then it ain't my fault, it's the weather's fault. I'll have an Americano black, please, medium, and a double espresso. One of them days.
Next window, please.
Thank you. We've arrived at Asheville. I'm just pulling in the front now. I'll show you us unloading the taxi and then I'll have a bit of a chat with Daniel, try and get as much footage as possible and see how it goes, guys. I think it'll be a bit tricky getting a taxi off, but hopefully Daniel's forklift driver's had a bit of experience, so it should be good. Here he is, speaking of the devil. So I just pull in here and fuck it, let's do it. Look, you can see the old taxi behind the Asheville disco. The taxi there. Ace Car Breakers taxi supplied by yours truly. Looks like the ratchet strap held up well. No dents on the side of my truck, which I was worried about, because if that started shaking around, it'd be completely bent here, but I know what to do. I know what to do. So that's the strap there. I'll hold it up like that, put the fork in it, and then I'll guide it off. So I'm very careful. The backing will come up first, so. Do that, we need to push it back onto the tailgate because the front will need to get off at the front.
How many goals you scored, please?
0. No play black, but it's 0 training.
I'm just trying to, if you've got coloured boots, it makes you better.
They swear down.
Yeah. So what you say, I haven't kicked ball in about 15 years, so if I get a pair of coloured football boots, instantly my levels go up, yeah?
Sweet.
We'll go for yellow.
Pink one. No,
Pink.
sorry, but
I don't know if I want to be...
name on it.
I thought this was coming on the truck.
I was going to put it on a truck, but then I thought, actually, probably utilise my space.
Where's that? Don't find the pallet. Yeah, we'll put it on a pallet.
I did have it on a pallet, but you just didn't put it on a truck. Very flawless.
Forward. You want it forward, yeah?
No. What? What do you put right back? Not back, not back.
What?
Not back.
Level. Stop.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now up.
It will come out.
Yeah? You happy? Yeah? Go on. I've got you. So you busy at the moment?
Yeah, mate, flat out, isn't it?
You busy, yeah?
Yeah, hitting you with a bag. So guys, just leaving Asheville now, went well, the engine's off, you like the steering wheel, all good. So catch me on the Asheville Weekly on Sunday. Make sure you're watching that. Make sure you give Daniel some like as well, my little fan base. Some of you might not know him, so if you don't, go and follow Asheville and go and subscribe to Asheville, sorry. And there'll be some more behind the scenes stuff on my channel. Obviously you'll just see that in a minute, so it should be good. I'm on the way back to the yard now, gonna do the auction and then try and get back out in the yard, show you the picker. And I spoke to Tony, the forklift. Well, I don't actually know where I'm going. Let me just reverse a little bit and I'll get the maps up in a sec. And then I'll try and get a little bit of the 10-car transport, unloading, maybe loading it, so I'll show you how that works. So see you guys back in the yard. So guys, I've just finished the auction. We bought about 38, 39 cars. Unfortunately, they didn't take the bid limit off, so yeah, I'll have to wait till tomorrow, which is a bit of a pain, but Tony's back in about an hour, so we'll get outside and I'll show you how the 10-car transport decks work and a little bit of us unloading it, so we'll see you outside. So guys, there's an alarm going off on a Volvo out the back and I've tried to stop it and I can't stop it, it needs smashing, so I haven't got the time to do that. All the forklifts are moving, there's lorries going past me, it's an absolute nightmare, but I'm determined to get this introduction to the 10-car transport film, so I'm going to do it now. So Tony the driver's back in the 10-car transport. He's just been to IAA in Rochford. We've collected 10 cars which we bought in the auction last week. Have a good look up there what we've got. We've obviously got a Clio, Fiesta, Peugeot, Mini Cooper, a KA there, a Nissan Micra there, and then we've got a Volkswagen Bora at the bottom. What I'm going to do is show you guys how Tony unloads it. I'm going to show you how the controls work, and just a couple of them, the cars actually being lifted off the top deck, the middle deck and the bottom deck, just so you guys can see how we do it. I will actually go out one day and show how Tony loads it, because it's not actually that easy to load, because you actually have to plan it. So if you've got really big cars, you can't get 10 really big cars on there. You have to probably put 3 medium, 4 big and then 2 small, just to make sure that you can get the lengths on the deck. So you have to actually think about what you're doing, so it is quite a difficult job. But Tony's very good at it, he does it every day, so let's get cracking and I'll show you how it works. So guys, quickly I'll give you a tutorial of how the decks work. So if you come over here, this controls the top deck rear. So what you've got to do to initiate is you've got to pull it back to take the pressure off, push the release button and then hold that down, which is the lock, to drop the top deck. As you can see, look up there, the top deck is now dropping. That is the back of the top deck. And then if you pull it up, you don't need to hold the lock to pull it up, you just pull the top back like that and it goes up. Come on, come on here. The lock is a safety feature, so that if you fall off the lorry or something happens when lowering it, it locks completely and doesn't keep coming down in case you fell on it or something like that. It's just a safety mechanism. And then this one controls the back middle, the back front, and then the top front. So, let me show you again with the top front. Take the pressure off by pulling it up, and then hold down and push down like that. And as you can see, the top's coming down, but we don't want that to come down. We've got to remove the KA off the front. So let's go over and let's quickly go over and have a look. This car has to be reversed back to the edge so you can get it off, because obviously you couldn't get it out of there, no fault, so the car wouldn't even fit out of the gap. So you have to reverse that car to the end and then it has to be unloaded there. We can then drop the middle deck and unload that, and also drop the top deck to unload that. So guys, that's how we unload the 10-car transporter. We're now going to try and get you out the back, just show you the picker machine quickly before we wrap up today's video. And yeah, let's get round there now. I think you should be working on it now. So guys, I'm just taking you up to the picker machine now. I'm going to show you what he does at work. I'm not actually going to show you a full car being processed again today. I'll do that at a later date, and actually include the engine bay and the picker at work as well. But basically, what his aim is to get as much wiring out of the car as possible. Also to remove as much aluminium from around the engine and the front bumper bar as well. Let's go down and have a look. He's actually pulling a new car in now to start on it, so this is a good time for us to watch. So the first job when you're in that machine is to try and remove the roofs. You've got a bigger area to work with. I would then try and remove the seats and interior just to leave the shell of metal, so you've got as much room to work with in there as possible. Remove all the plastic and rubbish out of the car shell. Guys, the camera just died, so we've had to switch back to the old camera, so the sound quality might be a little bit worse. Sorry for the alarms and noise again, it is really annoying, but we're here today just seeing pull a bit of wire out, and then that'll wrap up today's episode 1 of the day at Ace Car Break. So guys, I didn't actually explain the last bit of what was happening with the Vicar. Basically, he was grabbing all of the wiring looms out of the floors of the cars, out of the doors and out of the dash, and putting them in the pile ready to be sorted elsewhere. So that wraps up today's episode, which is the first of the new series, A Day at the Yard. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and put your post notifications on, because every week you're going to be updated with something new. Let me know in the comments what you want to see in the videos, if there's any parts of the yard you're really interested in, and I'll do my best to incorporate that in the next video. Speak to you guys soon, and have a good weekend. Bye.